I'm Dan Drake. This is Front Up on Visitor Network TV. Our guest today is David Zeif, who is the Executive Director of Mentoring Youth Nantucket. David, welcome.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
I'd like to hear a little bit about the agency and the transition that you've gone through and the name and so forth and what impact that's had on you, and then talk a little bit about your upcoming event.
I'm glad you asked that. Big Brothers Big Sisters was on the island for some time. We were one program of Big Brothers Big Sisters. At a point when we decided to separate, we were running a program called Breakfast Buddies, and that in the elementary school. And just to give you a little background about that, it is a program where juniors and seniors go to the to the elementary school before the start of the school day, 7 in the morning to 7:45. We provide them with a healthy breakfast, and there are a large number of elementary school students who are there. They play games, they do homework, they do crafts, and it's a wonderful program. One of the problems that we had with Big Brothers Big Sisters were they only do the traditional one-on-one mentoring, not group mentoring. This program has been one of our signature programs for the longest time.
The mentors are high school students.
Yeah, and it's wonderful. I mean, I would love to invite you all in to see it sometime. It's kids helping kids. It's the high school students couldn't be better. They really interact. They don't hang out with their buddies. They hang out with the kids, help them with homework. It's really heartwarming to see this. And the program has grown exponentially. 2 years ago, we had 30 volunteers from the high school. Last year, 50. This year, 85. Same thing with the number of elementary school kids participating. Went from 75 2 years ago to 90 to probably 135. So we've grown it at least by 2 times in 2 years, so we're very excited about it. So that was the impetus for us separating from Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Sounds like it was their loss.
Yes, it was definitely their loss. And it helps our program in a number of ways. For one thing, the money raised on Nantucket stays on Nantucket for Nantucket kids and families. We can tailor our program for the kids. For the one-to-one mentoring, the traditional one-to-one mentoring, we get volunteers, adult volunteers, caring, responsible adults, and we vet them, make sure they're safe, and then we find kids 7 to 12, and they hang out together. One of the benefits of our breaking off from them, we're making more of an emphasis, and we're really trying to push. We're in the starting process of this, but getting the kids off island. A lot of the kids we serve don't get off island, don't get to see a Red Sox game, don't get to see a big production Boston play. So we are in the process of raising money to get the kids off island to do that as matches and then groups.
What's the source of your funding?
The source of our funding is, we have our biggest source of funding is, let me back up. The golf club very generously supports the Breakfast Buddies program. Also, Community Foundation, as you know, also helps us with their Breakfast Buddies program. We have 2 big fundraisers, and they're both coming up, and that's why my head is sort of spinning right now. But a week from Sunday, the 23rd, is the Iron Teams Relay, which I always describe as worthwhile in its own right. It's a wonderful community event, 6 legs, beach runs, swimming, paddles, all-terrain runs, bike rides. It's a wonderful event, so we love everybody to come out and to enjoy it. A huge community event. After the race, there must be 500 or 600 people enjoying a barbecue. What I'd like to appeal to our audience today is we do need volunteers for the event. It's you can get in touch with me. I'll give you my cell phone. Don't give it to anybody else. But it's 508-221-8982. That's 508-221-8982. And so that's coming up, and then right after that is Blooming Bids for Kids, which is another wonderful event where landscapers and green thumbs, amateur gardeners give us these big, beautiful planters, and it's a silent auction. This year, for the first time, Bartlett's Farm has is generously hosting the event. So we're so excited because it's going to be plants in a setting where there's nothing but beautiful plants. It's a wonderful event, and that's July 2nd. And I'd like to make one other appeal. We always can use mentors. We're always looking, I speak at different groups and send out letters, but if anybody's interested in being a mentor, we always need male mentors more than female, because apparently females are much nicer people than we are, as a general rule. So please give me a call. We'd love to have you, work with the kid. It's very fulfilling. The kids love it. You'll have fun, yeah.
How long has the Iron Riley team, whatever it is, been going on?
This is the 33rd year.
And has it always been in support of this program?
No, it wasn't. It was. I don't know when we became the beneficiary and started running it. I know we've been running it probably for at least 10 years. And the thing that's really special about it is that it's people who are incredibly competitive to people who go out with their families or buddies or workmates and just go to have fun. And to just give you a little perspective that what a community event it is this event is very difficult to put on. A triathlon is 3 legs, we do 6 legs, we transport surfboards and bicycles. Next year, we're going to do a 50-yard dash. I think that'll make it a little easier on us. It's just one big 50-yard dash. But what makes it nice is we have to get surfboards and equipment.
How many entries do you get?
We probably have about 50 teams and 25 individuals. And it's a community, because I'll ask someone if they mind carrying a surfboard over the berm to the beach for us. And the people who participate look like I'm doing them a favor by asking them to help. It's that type of event. It's really special. Good. Yeah.
Well, what's the number again for the volunteers?
Yes, don't list. You're not going to give it to anybody else, right?
No promises.
Okay. It's 508-221-8982. That's 221-8982. And I just want to tell my kids not to give it to any of their friends. So I don't want to get some calls late at night.
All right, DavidZeif from Mentoring Youth Nantucket. Good luck with your events, and thank you for sharing them with us.
Thank you so much, Dan, for having me. Thank you.